All right. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the whole for elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. This is the brother the choir from the DC camp. Coming back at you with another words to my thoughts, and I'm entitled this one, "Put your money where your mouth is." And that simply means if you believe in something, then you should invest in it. Okay? And usually that's with money. Okay? And in this thing of ours, what we do, how do we show that? How do we show that we believe in something or have faith in something? It's through tithes and offerings, man. So, tithes and offering to me, or what it really is, it's a show of faith, man. And I've been given a task of collecting tithes for our camp, you know, and I've heard the apostles and the apostles mention tithes, but they don't want to mention it a lot because then people gonna make it seem like they keep constantly asking for money. But at the end of the day, giving tithes, which means 10%, it's a commandment. You see, Yahweh Shai, when he was talking to the wicked scribes and Pharisees, he says that you tithe mint and cumin, but you omit the weightier matters of the law. And he said after that, he said, these should you have done and not left the other undone. So that's how you know, because tithe is the 10% of your increase. You know, so mint and cumin might have been people's increase back then. But it just shows you that was a law that was in effect, and it was in effect when Yahweh Shai was there, and so it never went out of effect, man. You know, so that's something that you should be doing. And if you believe in this thing, if you're preaching about keeping the laws to the best of your abilities, then that should be something that you should be doing, man. You know, but from what I see, for certain people, you know, hey, not to talk about anyone individually, but even myself, you know, myself is included, you know, in any video I do, you know, certain people they don't pay tithes, man. That's just not a priority to them, you know, which I think that it should be, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a business. This is the Lord's business, man. We did the video about the spiritual temple, you know. It's a reason why the Lord commanded it, you know, to be given to his priests. Now, in this day and age, we are priests, you know. We learning to be priests, but there is an order, man. There is men that's above us, you know, that should be getting the tithes, and then it'll be up to their decision of how to what they're gonna do with it. You know, you don't ask Esau what he doing with your oh shit, weird ass bug in here. You don't ask Esau what he doing with tithes. I mean your taxes, man. You know. So, but hey, if you believe that the apostles and elders are righteous men, then you should just know that your money's in good hands. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not even your money, because all the money you get is from the Lord anyway, man. You know, and any increase that you get is from the Lord. So He gonna see if you do the right thing with it, man. You know, are you helping His church? You know, so you may say that well, we getting taxes taken out and we got to pay tithes. Listen, what did they say in the scriptures? It said, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto the Lord's what's the Lord's. Why you think that the Lord said, will a man rob God? How would you rob God? By not taking care of his men, man. The apostles and elders, they constantly feeding us daily, man. You know, they feeding you daily. And to me, I don't believe they should have to work, but our apostles and elders do work. You know, setting that example. You know, but there should be, hey man, if we was in the time of Acts, man, You know, certain brothers would get that spirit taken out of them, man, when they had to give up all that they had so it could be dispersed amongst the church. You know, and then he said, you have not lied to man, you have lied to the Holy Spirit. And that's when their spirit had to get taken from, because they didn't have the faith enough to trust in what was going on in this thing of ours, man, and the business that the Lord has set up. Certain brothers, that will happen to them. And see, the thing about tithes, it's not like nobody really knows, man. That's something that you have to do within yourself, man. You only know how much you really making, man. And I'm not saying it has to be 10%, even though that's the law. But the scriptures talk about giving all that you have, man. And do it cheerfully and with gratitude, that you're grateful. See, if you understand that everything you have is from the Lord anyway, then you should be grateful. And it's a thing of faith. Even the woman, the poor widow, she gave two I forget the exact word, but she gave 2 something. Then that's all that she had. And the Lord counted that for great faith, man. So even if you have little, still give, man. You got some people, see, here's the thing, man. See, that money is a sense of control. When you give up something, you sacrifice something, that's losing control of something. But you're showing faith. And to be all the way honest, you don't really have control anyway, man. You know? Just like you don't have free will. The Lord just seeing what you're going to do when it's in your choice, man. And if you in this thing of ours, you learning, you should already know that, man. But you got certain brothers that never pay tithes, you know, but end up getting like a new house or a new car, you know, a more expensive car. Because of course you need a car, you need a roof over your head, but you want to get it more expensive. You want to live above your means and never help out the church, man. And then you might even need to take out money from the church. So you want to take out money from the church but never give. Don't you think that's a bit hypocritical? And again, I'm not speaking about anybody in particular, you know, but if the shoe fits, then you should examine yourself, man. You know? The scriptures say charity covers a multitude of sins, man. Okay? And it just shows faith, man. But also, another part of this is your time, man. Because you got a lot of brothers that don't spend enough time, man. You know, with this truth. That's another way that we spend something, man. You know, we spend it with our time. You know, but most of your time it goes to work. You go to work. You spend most of your time at work. You come to camp and you eat. Obviously, you don't have nothing to show for it from your work, man. You know, but you use the work as an excuse that you can't do your video, you can't study. How about you give 10% of your time to the Lord too, at least? Because hey, look, when it comes to tithes, man, you give what you can. If you can give more, give more. Or you know, the scriptures say give as you are able, man. You know, it's all about your faith is, man. Give certain things up. See, you got some people might be asking the Lord for a better job. You know what I'm saying? A better paying job so they can live more comfortable. But you never even show with what you have that you would do right by that. So how can you expect the Lord to increase you, man? If you never even putting in to the church, you're not giving up anything for the church, man. You go to camp for a couple hours out of the week, you know, and you think that that's enough, man. You know, that's what I wanted to touch on, man. I might do a actual lesson on it, you know, but hey, man, personally, I don't even like to speak about this stuff, but you know, it was on my spirit to do so, and you know, I just think it should be taken more seriously. It's a part of this ministry. It's a part of this thing of ours, you know, and we all required to do it, man. You know, not just some. We all required to do it. You gotta show faith, man. So, hey, that was just, I think I touched on what I wanted to touch on, man. Through the Spirit, Lord willing, reach where it was its intended purpose. And until the next lesson, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. And I want to say Shalom.